Here we go. It's a Tuesday. You know what that means, everybody? Jerry Jones talking on the radio in the Metroplex.
Here we go.
Yes, Mike McCarthy. That's right. Mike McCarthy has one game left on his contract. Even he said it's been a difficult, trying situation, but he didn't want to talk about it until the end of the season. Stephen Jones said that they're going to talk about it at the end of the season. Let's hear what Jerry Jones had to say today on 105.3 The Fan and the Metroplex. Hit it.
What I'm not going to do this morning is to get into any indication one way or the other that I'm not interested in having Mike back. I don't want that to be the case at all. And we've got this game ahead of us, but I'll assure you that I have been for weeks thinking about how we go forward after this season.
Are you confident that Mike wants to be back in Dallas?
Well, I feel good about Mike McCarthy, and the main thing is that I like the job that he's done. It's unfortunate we've had the year that we've had, but I feel good about Mike.
All right. Okay.
I don't know what else to say other than the fact that Dak wants him back, and Mike McCarthy's a great dude, and he knows football, and I don't know how a season like this, and an all-in season where it's just been completely obliterated to smithereens, another Super Bowl season goes by the wayside, or at least a hope of a season, and they're still going to. Well, you did. I'm sure a lot of Dallas Cowboys fans did.
I did.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Very good. Hey, listen. I know the Jones family did.
Did they know?
Yeah, I know that.
I was thinking about what Albert said yesterday.
I can't believe that it's going to be. By the way, let me finish my thought. I can't believe that this would finish with him being extended at the end of the day anyway, without a playoff season. Going into the season saying, "Hey, they don't make the playoffs, but they're going to extend him anyway." You go, how do we connect those dots?
Right.
But
like if he had a year or two left, I could see him being brought back. But the fact that he's got no deal for next year, a lot of the assistant coaches, like Albert pointed out yesterday, are not under contract for next year.
Yeah.
It's super easy to just start over and start fresh with a whole new coaching staff.
And do I hear this reports that he could move on to maybe the Saints or another? Does another team offer him a
I think he'll be coaching in 2025 without a doubt. Right, Rich?
I think so. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so
I think so for sure. That said, I don't know as a head coach. I mean, forget Belichick didn't get a job.
That's true.
Neither did Vrabel when we thought, somebody's going to take those guys. I guess there's one way of saying I can't believe that it turned out the way that it did and he can get extended anyway. And then the other way is just like, why wouldn't I believe that when the way that the Jones family does business is they just wait until the last second and do the deal anyway. Yeah. That's what they did with their star quarterback. That's what they did with their star wide receiver, who, by the way, you want to talk about stats, because I was looking that up before. He's the third leading receiver in the NFL this year, CeeDee Lamb.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
After all of that, you take a look at the top receivers and their totals. It goes Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb.
Wow.
And then Amon-Ra. And then Brian Thomas, by the way. Holy cow.
I know. Well, Rich, there's a bunch of rookies, 4 rookies in the top 8? Or 3 rookies in the top 8? And none of them are Marvin Harrison? Brian Thomas 5, Brock Bowers 7, Malik Neighbors 8.
That's why when I heard, hey, Jeremiah Smith of Ohio State right now, if he was available, he'd be drafted first overall. It's just like there's just no way that you can possibly
can't predict
anything at the wide receiver position or take somebody first overall like he's Keyshawn back in the day.
Yeah.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.